morning, everyone. Good morning. Can you hear me? Oh, I've got a connection now. Good, okay. Right, so I wanted to answer a question today that was, hello Joe, was asked me the other day, and I thought it was really apt. So it's really focusing on elixirs and what they're all about and really how they work and the combination. I can hear you, good, I'm glad, but it is raining now. So there's a difference, there is a difference between picking your own and having a consultation, clearly. Now I tend to work, well I do work from a space of intuition, so I don't just sit you down or wherever we are, Skype or whatever, and just have a chat. It might seem like that sometimes, but I am actually working intuitively. So clearing something up, there is a massive difference between picking your own elixirs and actually working with me. Now, obviously, there is a down payment of what can look to people as if it's more expensive, but in the long run, you, rather than sort of picking your own and just pulling out what you feel is right for you, I work intuitively so that I know exactly what it is that you need. I'm saying that from a place of, I'm really, really honestly in a space of, and I can work in that space of knowing what you want and know what you need. Hello. So it's almost like, how the hell does she know? Well, the questions that I ask, how I work in the consultation with you, and how you feed back to me allows me to know exactly what you need. Now, some of the elixirs, and this is with every company that creates flower essences, you might notice like there's certain aspects of an elixir that you want and that is similar to another one, but there are very, very, very subtle differences between flower essences. So let's say, for example, aspen and mimulus, which one is for fears that you, with batch flower essences, one is for fears that you know, and one is for fears that you don't know. So that can make a huge difference in life. If you know your fears and you get the one where you don't know your fears, that can make a massive difference. And it works the same with Silent Moon. With a lot of my essences, it could be a slight difference that could make the change, and it's huge. Hi Hayley. So picking your own is absolutely perfect, and that feels right for you. That's good, but it can take longer for you to get to that space. So somebody asked me, a beautiful person who comes to me for regular consultations, said something to me that was really important the other day, and that was, I'm taking the combination which obviously I create in the flower essence consultations, and I don't know which one it is that's working for me. Well, no, you don't, because it's often the combination that I pick for you that is the thing that's working for you. So it's not just the, Dora's Field or Camellia that is working in there. It's the specific combination that you get that hits the spot, And this particular person has worked with her own essences on her own, just picking around, and then worked with me and seen the huge difference. So it's the difference between actually picking your own and having one, and then going, okay, is it that one or is it that one? And I do tend to say to people when I write to you and I send out your essences, you have the choice. You have the choice of either taking all these together, and you might not know which it is that is working for you, or you have the choice of taking them one at a time. Obviously, then you will see the shift and change. But because I pick them knowing what you're saying to me, and obviously knowing my essences because I create them, then I know the subtle changes in your voice, in what you're saying, and how I can hit it spot on with you. And obviously I work by talking to you, and I work a lot with the cards and the oracles as I'm talking. So as you're speaking, and amazing things that happen, that I can be shuffling and bang, there's a card that says it all. And a lot of people are kind of taken aback, but this is just, hello Brittany, this is just life, this is just the way it is. When you open and when you just allow yourself just to really feel and just absorb that energy of source energy, and just be with that person that you're working with, then everything flows through you. And it's not unusual, we can all do it if we just get out of our own way, so that is how I work. And so if you're thinking about really what do I pick, which one's for me? Because I know a lot of people message me and they say, you know, there's all these essences, but I don't know which one to pick because they all sound really good for me, or they all seem really kind of appropriate. That's kind of normal when you're looking. Pick with your heart, or the best way, the very best way to do it is through consultation, obviously. Now, on a one-to-one, like a one-to-one, just one one-to-one, obviously I can't go as deep as I would love to. So what you will get is obviously your one-to-one consultation, and then you will get a bottle which will be intuitively created by myself, and obviously I will work with the essences that I can work with for you at that month, at that time. So during that time you may need a combination of between 1 and 7 elixirs. That all depends on what I'm told on the day that you need, and it can vary. It could be 2, it could be 1, it could be 7. I won't go any more than 7. 7 people on here. So you will get that bottle, you'll work with it for the month, and then you'll have me on email for the month working with you. Obviously that's within our, you know, that comes within the consultation. But after that you're done and you're finished. But if you take on the Wild One program, that means, you know, you have 6 months or shorter or longer, depending on how you want to work, where you will get a bottle every month and you will really work, really go for it. We can just really work as deep as you want to work, and it is a really great sustainable journey. It's a deep sustainable transformation, and it will get you to where you want to be, onto that next level, onto that peeling of those onion layers, and it will allow you to really step into your journey that little bit further. So taking on the 6 consultations is obviously, it's an amazing journey, and it's going to only go up to 6 months. So, you know, you think, we go to counselling, don't we go to therapy, we go to, you know, psychotherapy, and it's a space that's open for you to be. And what I love about it when I work with my clients is, you know, I can see I'm enthusiastic, is that I really allow that space to be for them, and that they open to who they are in that space. It's not pushed on forward by me. You lead the consultation and you lead that space, because why would I want to push you into a space where you're not? You know, you are where you are, and we work with that energy of where you are, and then the flowers or the crystals will talk to you and talk to me to you about what it is that you really need at that time. Hi Melanie. So hope that answers a lot about, you know, what consultations are about. There's also a lot of support through months of the program. Absolutely, gosh. So if you took a 6-month program with me, obviously you're getting, I'm trying to avoid the rain here. you're getting, you know, that program every month for 6 months. Hi Downey. And then on top of that, you're obviously getting, you know, the time with me through that month, you know, where I share with you my support via email. Obviously that's restricted because I'm not going to be with you 24/7, but I'm there, you know, to give you my support while you're going through the elixir. Because why the hell would I want to, you know, put you on a bottle and then say to you, you know, hang on a minute, you know, there you go, I'm just going to leave you to it. Because, you know, we can go through some really deep healing crises when we work with these bottles. And I know some people are so cynical about flower essences, but really this is the way forward in life. I'm telling you, if we you know, think about it, everything has energy. Every single thing that we are around is energetic. And you're talking to somebody here who feels a lot. So, you know, there is nobody on here at the moment in time who is in a consultation program with me, but you will see, you know, I'm sure somebody will come up and who's watched this video and will say, I know how it feels, because there's been a deep change and there's been a lot of clearing and a lot of shifting. And especially if you do that and then you come on the Wild One program, I mean, there's been just and the weekend, there's been so much change, and watching people through that time, I can't even believe that it's actually only March that we had the first one, and in October we're going into the second one, and seeing the transformation in so many people, especially the people that have done the one-to-ones, it's just huge. And remember, this is I'm just the vessel, I'm just the facilitator. You know, the flowers speak through me, the crystals speak through me, and watching the healing process through people and how they're blossoming is just huge. And some people are going through some big shit, you know, some big stuff. And I tend to work with people who have had enough. They're the people who just say that I can't do this anymore. I can't live like this. And I guess because I really can empathise with that sort of sensation of I can't work like this and I can't be like this anymore, then, you know, I know that feeling. So hey, here we are. I know it. Let's work with this together. And my massive transformation, you know, came through working with the flowers when I trained and when I really went deep into the program myself and my own journey, and working with the bottles, working with the essences, and then creating them, knowing that this journey is just so powerful. The wild on. Thanks, Joel. So Joel, I think you've put up a few links. You can see them. The Wild One program in October, there is still spaces for that, and also working on a one-to-one with me. I hope that answers a lot of the questions, because people do say, you know, what's the difference between buying my own and just, you know, just picking and then coming to me. And the thing is, when you do the WOW program with me, which is a 6-month program, and you come to the one-to-one, you will see the transformation, because it's fast. It clears a lot very quickly, and although, you know, it's more of an outlay financially, in the end you will get to where you want to be a lot faster and a lot quicker, and there's kind of no messing around, because there isn't any messing around, never mind, kind of, but we sit and we work intensely. We really do work intensely, and I can't tell you how much the flowers do work intensely. I've had so much clearing. And certainly Silent Moon on essences and products are not for the light-hearted, or for the faint-hearted. They do work very, very deep, so they do clear a lot of space, and they do allow you just to step into who you truly, really are, which is the whole point of being here. Thanks, Joel. And, you know, working with me, that's the whole point, is like, we want you to be who you are, and we want you to just, you know, not have to worry about being the person that you want to be and who you really want to be, and being that, it will just allow you to flourish and blossom and to grow. So if anybody has any questions in this rain, in Oxfordshire, where I am right now, please ask them now before I turn off. I think that really covers everything. Joel, you might know if I've forgot something. Please, you know, this is an informal space. I don't have to be formal about anything. I just wanted to really answer that question about, you know, the combination of how do I know which one's working. And certainly when you're in a one-to-one, it's with me, or a program with me, it's a lot to do with the combination in itself that I've picked for you. So it's not about which one is working, it's about the combo. It's about all of them working together to create the change in you. And that's basically it on this bank holiday Sunday morning. So everybody, it really is starting to piss it down now, so I'm going to go. And I hope that answers the question. If it doesn't answer all your questions, please feel free just to write below and just ask me or email me, because I'm very open to answering. Who's it for? The 6-session program. Who is it for? I love it. It's a good question. It's who is it for? It's for absolutely anybody who's going through absolutely anything. So if you're going through a major change in your life, if you're going through a journey in a relationship where you want shift and change, if you're going through a change at work, if you're going through a family issue, I usually tend to find that a lot of people come to me who are going shift and change through huge love relationships and things like that. It's my forte. I'm very good at that one, relationship work. But really, it's for anybody. It's for anybody who's going through shift and change, who wants change in their life, who's stuck in the mud, who really wants to feel their true essence and their true vitality, and they want change. They want to make the change. They want to step into the change. Have I said change? It's all about change. I think that's it. Any more questions, Joel? Is there anything else that I need to answer? Type, quick. Yes, I am wearing clothes today. Don't say. So ready to change then. I am ready to change, absolutely. I'm getting very wet out here. So I'm going to go now because it is raining and I don't want to lose my phone. I think I covered it all. All right, thank you very much, everybody. Lots of love to you all and have a wonderful bank holiday. See you soon. Take care.